mengurangi rasa hormat, mohon izinkan kami untuk menggunakan bahasa Inggris dan bahasa Mandarin dalam konferensi ini. The Honorable His Excellency Mr. Liu Chuan, Chargé d'Affaires, Minister Counselor of the Embassy of the People's Republic of China.
尊敬的中华人民共和国驻印度尼西亚大使馆刘全代办。
Dr. Rizal Afandi Lukman, Deputy Minister for International Economic and Financial Cooperation, Coordinating Ministry of Economic Affairs, Republic of Indonesia.
尊敬的印度尼西亚经济统筹部副长 Dr. Lukman 先生。
The Honorable Professor Dr. E. Ketut Surajaya, Secretary to the University.
尊敬的印尼大学秘书长。
The Honorable Professor Dr. Bambang Sergi Laksmono, Dean of Faculty of Social and Political Sciences of Universitas Indonesia.
尊敬的印尼大学社会政治学院 Profesor Laksmono 先生。
The Honorable Professor Amir Santoso, Head of Department of Political Sciences, Universitas Indonesia.
尊敬的印尼大学政治系系主任 Profesor Santoso 先生。
Distinguished Professor from Mitsumekang University, Peking University, China Foreign Affairs University, and University of Philippines.
尊敬的来自日本立命馆大学、中国北京大学、中国外交学院以及菲律宾大学的教授们。
Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen.
女士们、先生们
Good morning.
大家早上好。
Thank you. Okay. On this beautiful Thursday morning, on behalf of the organizing committee, we would like to warmly welcome all of our honorable guests and distinguished participants to the International Conference on the Rise of China and the Future of Regional Affairs in East Asia.
在这个美丽的周四早晨，我们主办方真诚地欢迎各位的到来，欢迎大家出席今天的中国的崛起与东亚区域关系的未来国际研讨会。
Universitas Indonesia has organized this event in collaboration with Mitsumekang University, Peking University, and China University of Foreign Affairs, with the support of Directorate of Research and Public Service of Universitas Indonesia.
本次研讨会是由印尼大学、日本立命馆大学、中国北京大学、中国外交学院合作举办，并得到了印尼大学研究与公共服务处的大力支持。
To start this event, we will begin with an opening remarks, which will be presented by the Dean of Faculty of Science of Social and Political Sciences, Universitas Indonesia. And we would like to invite of Professor Dr. Bambang Sergi Laksmono as the Dean of Faculty of Social and Political Sciences of Universitas Indonesia to present his opening remarks. Honorable Professor Bambang Sergi, could you please come forward to podium to present your speech?
本次研讨会将以印尼大学社会政治系院长Profesor Laksmono 先生的讲话作为开始，有请。
I must first of all make sure that everyone is very comfortable in this wonderful occasion and everyone is well seated and feeling comfortable. Very good morning in this kind of a murky but nevertheless welcoming day at the University of Indonesia. And today we are very happy that we are going to convene our very special event, that is a conference, international conference on the rising of China, which we will make it as welcoming as possible, because the term rising would sometimes make some situation that people might feeling anxious, but I feel that everyone should be kind of feeling relaxed today, and all the presentation will eventually make us anticipate and kind of prepare better for the future of our global development on this particular region. So we are, of course, very happy to be in this gathering with the presence of our Honorable His Excellency Mr. Liu Quan, Charge d'Affaires Minister Counselor of the Embassy of the Republic of China. Welcome, sir. We are so happy that all the support and your presence are very supportive for us to be. And the Honorable Dr. Rizal Afandi Lukman, Deputy Minister for International Economic and Financial Cooperation of the Coordinating Ministry of Economic Affairs, Republic of Indonesia. Bapak Profesor Amir Santoso, Bapak Ambassador Salam Segyan, Professor Jun Hona, and colleagues from Jamaican University, and all the professors, colleagues, students, and participants of this gathering, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, first of all, I would like to thank the organizing committee for organizing this international conference on the rise of China and the future of regional affairs in the East Asia. This conference, ladies and gentlemen, is held as a part of a research project which was coordinated by our dear 4 colleagues, lecturers from the Faculty of Social and Political Sciences in Southern Indonesia, particularly from the Department of Political Science, which is a very important and prominent department within our faculty. We are very proud to be part of this venture. I would mention Prof. Amir Santoso, which is in front. He's our dear colleague, Professor Amir Santoso. The students, of course, have already known him. Bapak Medis Kosandi, our dear colleague as well. Medis Kosandi, Jona Putri, and Iksan Darmawan, our colleague. So we are all very happy to be in this venture. This research project started last year with the background of some major changes in the global power constellation that we all know, the new regional architecture that somehow seems to be quite complex and quite difficult to understand for many of us, but of course those who are involved in this project and in this particular issue would understand how important and promising and also prospective this area of growth. Of course, there were no absolute separation between North and South anymore now, or East, South or West, but one of the most powerful countries that developed and become a global power is China. Of course, we all recognize that. And in the last decade, China has become a powerful nation with a rapid economic progress and increased influence in the regional affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, this was reflected in China ranked as the world's second largest economy after the United States since 2010. Of course, we are following that in the news and of course on our literature. So the presence of China as a new superpower triggered many practitioners and asked the academicians to talk about the future regional affairs, which will be formed and of course forming to reform, to respond with the presence of China as one of our partner country. So this condition caught the attention of some researchers of the Faculty of Social and Political Science to join other academics around the world and discuss the relevant issue. So with the focus on Indonesian relations with China, which grew stronger over the years, we want to analyze the rise of China on the following 3 aspects, ladies and gentlemen. On the economy, the politics, and security. These are all the fundamentals that we all will believe to be very important and something that we will have to ponder and prepare for our future. So it was important to analyze the progress of China that has been fast growing, whereas in Indonesia as a partner of this bilateral relations will not be progressed without our careful consideration on so many aspects of our situation. So prior to this conference, our researchers has conducted field research in China and Indonesia. The colleagues have visited Peking University, Tsinghua, China Foreign Affairs University, which we are very honored to have the speakers from these distinguished and prestigious universities, where most of our diplomats from China are educated in those prestigious universities, the one I mentioned, along with the international collaboration research with the Someikan University of Kyoto, Japan, on the topic. So we are so grateful. Thank you for this. Their perspective on Japan as an immediate neighbor with prolonged history was important to see in the context of change of power in the region. So with the concern on different contexts and responses to the issue that is represented by Indonesia and Japan, our researchers are trying to discover the different perspective on the rise of China through our research on China progress and future of regional politics. After a few months of work with the literature studies, analyzed media reports and interviews with many government officials, scholars and practitioners, which are conducted in Indonesia, China and Japan. Now through this international conference, we hope that our researchers can enrich their findings and share their points of views on the rise of China and future regional affairs in East Asia. So many issues have arisen in the few decades along with the rise of China, but nonetheless, as academics, we need to explore the different aspects and make it the best out of it. So I think on a smaller note, as Indonesian ourselves, I think as part of a common Indonesian who are not really up to this important subject, people are very much in the process of our own consolidation. For most of us in Indonesia, I would dare to say, at least at the very beginning and in general, as things are moving along in democracy in Indonesia, which is in the process along with decentralization, globalization, and democratization, all these three big events that's happening in Indonesia, external factors seems to be quite missing, overlooked. I would then of course encourage through this seminar that many of these important topics will be discussed and be put forward to as much audience as possible. So finally, I hope that this conference can be a starting point to strengthen academics and non-academics cooperation between the different institutions and representatives that are present today. So I wish that all of you will enjoy this conference and go back with a better understanding of China, Indonesia and Japan, and of course in general of the situation in East Asia and the area of this particular area of East Asia. So thank you very much and 谢谢. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Bambang Sergi.
感谢 Professor Laksmono 先生精彩的讲话。
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, next session we were scheduled to have the Minister of Defense of the Republic of Indonesia to deliver a keynote speech. Unfortunately, we just received news from Minister Assistant that the Minister has been to attend a ministerial meeting by President Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono. Therefore, on behalf of the organizing committee, we would like to express our apology for his absence.
尊敬的各位来宾，下一环节本应该由印尼国防部部长上台致辞。很遗憾，我们刚刚得知国防部长先生被告知去参加由苏西洛总统主持的部长级会议，因此我们以主办方的名义向各位表示抱歉。
For our next session, we would like to invite Ms. Jona Widakdo Putri to chair the policy address, which will be presented by His Excellency Mr. Li Chuan, Chargé d'Affaires Minister Consular, Embassy of the People's Republic of China, and Dr. Rizal Lukman, Deputy Minister for International Economic and Financial Cooperation, coordinating Ministry of Economic Affairs, Republic of Indonesia. The Honorable Mr. Li Chuan and Dr. Lukman, could you please come forward to the podium to present your presentation? Thank you.
接下来我们有请罗娜女士主持下面的环节，并请中华人民共和国驻印尼大使馆刘全代办以及印度尼西亚经济统筹部副部长 Dr. Lukman 先生发表讲话。
Okay. Good morning to all our distinguished professors, our representative from distinguished institution, Peking University, China First University, Retsumeikan University, and the University of the Philippines, and all our wonderful students that already joined us for today's discussion. So without further ado, probably it will be better if we know a little bit more about two of our policy address speakers, which is His Excellency Mr. Liu Quan as Charge d'Affaires of the Embassy of the People's Republic of China, and Dr. Rizal Afandi Lukman as the Deputy Minister for International Economic Cooperation from the Coordinating Ministry for Economic Affairs Office. Okay, first of all, I would like to introduce a little bit about His Excellency Mr. Liu Quan. So His Excellency Mr. Liu Quan graduated from China Foreign Affairs Universities in 1985 and joined the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of China in the same year. And he was posted in Gambia, Vanuatu, the United States, and New Zealand during his diplomatic career. From August 2011, Mr. Liu Quan began to work at the Embassy of the People's Republic of China in Indonesia, which is posted in Jakarta, as the Minister Consular, and from January 2012, he's been acting as the Charge d'Affaires of the embassy. Mr. Liu Quan studied in Australia's National University from 1993 to 1994 and obtained a graduate diploma in Foreign Affairs and Trade. He also took part in courses of public policy in Oxford University in 2010. So that's a little bit of background about our distinguished speaker. Later on, after we finish the policy address from two of our distinguished speakers, we'll have around 15 minutes till 30 minutes probably for question and answers. So please take notes when they're making their address. So this is the first introduction. I will introduce Dr. Rizal Afandi Lukman after His Excellency Mr. Liu Quan present his address.
Respected Dr. Rizal Afandi Lukman, Deputy Minister for International Economic and Financial Cooperation, Coordinating Ministry for Economic Affairs. Respected Professor Dr. Ikadu Surajaya, Secretary of the University of Indonesia, and respected Professor Dr. Bambang Sherji Laksmono, Dean of the University of Indonesia, Faculty of Social and Political Sciences. Dear students and teachers, Salam Abaki, good morning. You know, I've been here just for 6 months, so I cannot speak Bahasa Indonesia, but I'm trying. Thank you very much for inviting me to give this speech in this prestigious University of Indonesia. I'm here to share with you some of my thoughts on China-Indonesia relations and to brief you about the white paper recently released on China peaceful development. The messages I would like to get through to you are just two. First, China attaches great importance to the relations with Indonesia. Our relations are excellent, and we need to strive together for an even brighter future. Second message, the aim of Chinese foreign policy is for peace and common development. Dear teachers and students, relations between our two great peoples date back